everybody. My name is Tom Jones, Pharmacist, live, and you are on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. So here we are tonight. We're going to talk about the impact of hypo and hyperthyroidism on your health. And yes, we're going to get you a great program tonight because you need to know all about this. So here we are tonight. Without further ado, let's go right into our program. And have you gained weight lately?
And yes,
have you
we're going to get you a
been constantly fatigued lately?
Because you need to know all
maybe
about this.
You're losing weight
Without
for
further ado, let's
reason.
go right into
These symptoms indicate a thyroid disorder.
Have you gained weight
The thyroid
lately?
gland plays a major role in metabolism, affecting the way you feel.
Lately,
Even with the slightest dysfunction,
for no
and
reason.
You really,
These symptoms
it takes a
indicate
hold
a thyroid
on your
disorder.
health.
The
And
thyroid
it causes
gland
mood
plays a
swings,
major
weight
role
gain,
in metabolism,
weight loss.
affecting the
It
way
causes
you feel.
change in bowel habits,
Even
and
with the
it causes
slightest
even more so low energy.
You really
Hypo
it takes a
and
hold on your
hyperthyroidism
health.
are the most
And it
common
causes mood
thyroid
swings, weight
disorders.
gain, weight loss.
Each condition has its own
change in
effects
bowel
and symptoms
habits,
and
it
requires
causes even more
immediate
so low
treatment.
energy.
Women, ironically, are up to 10 times more likely to develop these problems, so it is important to get tested
Each condition
regularly.
has its own effects and
Now,
symptoms, and
here's something that we're going to actually take a little look at tonight.
Women, ironically, are up to
There
10
are
times
more than
likely to
27
develop these
million
problems,
Americans
so it is
who
important
suffer
to get
from
tested
thyroid
regularly.
disorders and dysfunction.
Now, here's
But
something that we're going to
only
actually take a
13
little look
million
at tonight.
of them are aware
There are
of
more
their
than
thyroidism.
27
So
million
statistics
Americans who
indicate
suffer from
that 1 in 8
thyroid
women
disorders and
will
dysfunction.
develop thyroid disease
But
at some
only
point of her
13
life.
million of them
Hypothyroidism, which is
of
caused
their
by the
thyroidism.
underactive thyroid,
statistics
occurs in
indicate
5 in every
1 in 8 women
1,000 pregnancies.
develop
Now
thyroid
listen to this.
disease
This is really
at some
interesting.
point of
While
her life.
hyperthyroidism, which is overactive
which is
thyroid,
caused by the
affects in 1
underactive
in
thyroid,
500
occurs in
expecting
5
mothers.
in every 1,000
Thyroid disorders are
pregnancies.
also
Now, listen to this. This is
really
interesting.
common in
While
people who are 60 years of
hyperthyroidism,
age
which
and
is
older.
overactive thyroid,
According to
affects
health
in
experts,
1 in
the rise in
500
thyroid
expecting
disorders
mothers.
may be due to
Thyroid
environmental
disorders are
toxins.
also
Listen to this now. This is
really
interesting.
common in people
Exposure
who are
to
60 years of
pesticides.
age and older.
According
to health experts,
BPA,
The rise in
I get it right in a
thyroid
minute,
disorders may
perchlorate,
be due to
and
environmental
cigarette smoke
toxins. Listen to
account
this now.
for
This is
an
interesting.
increased risk
Exposure
for
to pesticides.
developing thyroid disease. Other possible causes are radiation exposure,
perchlorate,
autoimmune
and
diseases,
cigarette smoke.
certain bacteria,
for
regular
an
consumptions
increased
of
risk
soy
for
products.
developing thyroid disease.
Interesting. Supplemental
Other possible
iodine,
causes are radiation
celiac
exposure,
disease, and gluten
autoimmune
allergies.
diseases, certain
That's
bacteria,
a lot of different
regular
causes. I
consumptions
mean,
of
we're talking
soy,
about lots
soy
and lots of
products.
additional causes
Supplemental
of
iodine,
thyroid disease.
celiac
So let's
disease,
now get a little
and
bit
gluten
deeper into
allergies.
the situation.
That's a lot of different
Hypo,
causes.
low
we're talking
thyroid
about lots and
is
lots
when your
of
gland,
additional
thyroid
causes
gland,
of
doesn't produce enough
thyroid disease.
thyroid hormone.
So let's now
It's estimated
get a
that
little bit deeper
5
into
in 100 people in the
situation.
United States has that condition.
low
Its
thyroid,
symptoms include
is when
constipation,
your thyroid gland,
muscle and
doesn't
joint
produce
pain,
enough thyroid
increased
hormone.
sensitivity to cold,
It's estimated that
weight
5
gain,
in 100 people
fatigue,
in the United States has
order,
that condition.
slower
Its symptoms
heart
include
rate,
constipation,
depression, dry
muscle
skin,
joint
and
pain,
heavy menstrual cycles.
increased sensitivity to cold,
That's a lot
weight
of
gain,
situations.
fatigue,
Those symptoms cover a lot of territory.
slower
Since the disorder
rate,
actually develops slowly,
depression,
it can
dry
be
skin,
unnoticed
and heavy
for
menstrual
months
cycles.
or even
That's
years.
a lot of
On the other hand,
situations. Those symptoms
several factors
cover a lot of territory.
can cause
Since
an
the disorder
underactive
actually
thyroid.
develops slowly,
In general,
it
iodine
can be
deficiency
unnoticed for months or
actually is a
even
primary
years.
factor responsible
On
for
the other hand,
onset of
several factors
hypothyroidism.
can cause
This
an
condition can
underactive
actually be
thyroid.
triggered
In general,
by certain
iodine
medications
deficiency
due to the hypothalamus,
actually is a
the
primary
Hashimoto's
factor responsible
thyroiditis,
for the onset
surgical
of
removal of the thyroid,
hypothyroidism.
and inflammation
This
of
condition
the
can actually
thyroid
be
gland.
triggered by
Some
certain
people are born
medications
with a
due to the
poorly functioning
hypothalamus,
thyroid.
the Hashimoto's
The disorder
thyroiditis,
is actually treated
surgical
with either
removal
levothyroxine,
of the
which is
thyroid,
T4.
and inflammation of
That's
the
a
thyroid
synthetic
gland.
form of the
Some
thyroid
people are born
hormone
with a
thyroxine.
poorly functioning
Or it can be
thyroid.
treated with armor
The
thyroid, and that's
disorder
to
is
a lesser
actually
extent.
treated with
That
either
actually contains
levothyroxine,
T3,
which is
thyroidoxine,
T4. That's a synthetic form
and
of
T,
the thyroid
4,
hormone
which is the
thyroxine.
levothyroxine. It's a
Or it can be
combination of
treated
both.
with armor
So
thyroid,
armor
and that's
thyroid
to a
or
lesser extent.
levothyroxine.
That actually contains
You
T3,
must take
which is
whatever
thyroxine,
thyroid product
and
that you
T,
take on an empty
4,
stomach,
which is the
before
levothyroxine.
your
It's a
meal.
combination of both.
or in between the
armor
meal,
thyroid
but
or
you have to be super
levothyroxine.
cautious about
You
what
must take
foods
whatever
and what
thyroid
nutrients that
product
you take
that you
during
take
that time,
on an empty
and
stomach
in addition,
before your
even
meal.
pharmaceuticals
or
like the
in between the meal, but you have to be super cautious about
most
what
people
foods
diagnosed
and
with
what nutrients that you
hypothyroidism
take
need to
during
take
that
medication,
time,
and they take
in
it for a long
addition,
period of
even
time. A lot of times for life.
like the
Although it's not
aminobutyryl
a complete
so
life sentence.
most
Sometimes you
people
can
diagnosed
overcome
with
the thyroid
hypothyroidism
issue.
need to take
That is, if they
medication,
choose
and they take
not
it for
to
a long
seek
period of time.
alternative
A lot of times
methods
for
of
life.
healing. And
Although
we're going to
it's
actually
not
talk about that
a
as
complete
part of our series as we
life sentence.
progress.
Sometimes
Now let's
you can
flip the
overcome
coin.
the thyroid
Let's
issue.
go to the
That
other
is, if they
side
choose
of
not
the
to
situation.
seek
What
alternative
is
methods of healing? We're going to
hyperthyroidism?
actually talk about that
Okay.
as part of our series as we
Overproduction of
progress.
thyroid
Now let's
hormones
flip the
causes
Let's
hyperthyroidism.
go
That
to
means
the
there's
other
too
side
much
of the situation.
thyroid.
What
thyroid.
is hyperthyroidism?
This condition can also develop
Okay.
before or after
Overproduction
pregnancy.
of thyroid
It affects up to
hormones
5% of the women,
hyperthyroidism.
and
That
it
means
comes in
there's
several
too
forms,
much
such as Graves'
thyroid,
disease, pituitary
thyroid.
gland
This
manifestations
condition
and
can also
malfunctions,
develop before
toxic
or after pregnancy. It
adenomas,
affects up to
and
5% of the
subacute
women,
thyroiditis.
and it
When
comes
the
in several
thyroid
forms,
gland
such as
becomes
Graves'
overactive,
disease,
your
pituitary
metabolism
gland
increases.
manifestations and malfunctions.
This may cause a variety of symptoms,
toxic
such as
adenomas
rapid heartbeat,
and subacute
bulging
thyroiditis.
eyes, diarrhea,
When the thyroid
trembling
gland
hands,
becomes
and
overactive,
irregular
your
heartbeat.
metabolism increases.
Most people suffering
This may
from
cause a variety of
hyperthyroidism
such
experience
as
muscle
rapid
weakness,
heartbeat,
insomnia,
bulging
poor
eyes,
appetite,
diarrhea,
increased
trembling
perspiration,
hands,
and hair
and
loss.
irregular heartbeat.
This also
Most
can
people
keep-
suffering
they also can
from
actually keep losing
hyperthyroidism
weight
experience
despite
muscle weakness,
eating normally.
insomnia,
These symptoms
appetite,
can be managed
increased
temporarily by
perspiration,
beta blockers
and hair loss.
and other drugs. If they
This also
persist,
can keep
the
they
doctor
also
will
can actually
recommend
keep losing
radioactive
weight
iodine treatment
despite
and medications
eating normally.
that suppress
These
thyroid
symptoms
function.
can be managed
In severe cases,
temporarily by
surgery
beta
is the
blockers
only
and
option.
other drugs. If they
Both
persist,
hypothyroidism, that's low, and hyperthyroidism, that's high, require treatment. Without proper medications,
in severe cases,
you will have serious complications sometimes, such as all sorts of issues like heart problems, infertility, and other type of crisis-type situations. However, there are alternative options available, and it's important that you educate yourself, become your own advocate on the holistic approaches to healing, so you can make an educated decision on how you want to address this issue. And in our series that we're having here, we're going to be exploring some of the most effective holistic approaches to healing your body. So stay tuned for some interesting and exciting information about the thyroid. This has been a special edition of Tom Jones Pharmacist Live. Our objective is to teach you everything we know, to make you your own advocate, and to help you battle this thyroid issue and all other issues out there. Again, we welcome your input. We'll have a lot of new exciting things coming on very, very soon. Again, my name is Tom Jones Pharmacist. I welcome you to be on our site and to be in our audience. God bless. Thank you so much, and we'll see you later. Good night.
Very, very soon. Again, my name is Tom Jones.